เอาละครับกลับมาต่อกันกับ Hogwarts Legacy นะครับโอ้ใบไม้ร่วงสวยเชียวอยากกินพายฟักทองเลยอะซื้อสายใหญ่มานะครับก็มาทำโต๊ะใหญ่กันดีกว่านี่โอ้โหต้มเบลเริ่มเทิมเลยโอ้ดูตรงนี้นี่โอเคโอเคมานี่เวฟโจ๊กเข้าไปนี่โจ๊กเข้าไปเรียบร้อยปึ๊บเรียบร้อยนี่คือจะเป็นโซนปลูกต้นไม้ของพวกเราณตอนนี้นะครับณตอนนี้Hello.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help.
1,000โอ้โห
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
ราคาพิเศษจริงๆด้วยแพงเป็นพิเศษ
Thanks for stopping by. I must tell you, Arthur Vogsmead's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again?
แน่นอน
There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
What more can you tell me about the next course?
It's just a jaunt from here, south of Hogsmeade. Beautiful mountain views. The course was designed to test flyer stamina. Some of your classmates mentioned they were headed there, eager to see what Imelda has in store. A bit surprising, considering many of them expressed reticence at the idea of racing against her at all. I hope that won't deter you, and you'll give the course a go. At least think on it.
แน่นอนเลยครับ
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
ขี่ไม้กวาดนี่คือสุดๆแล้ว
Off to the races then.
โอ้ยไปสักไกลเลยอ่ะไหนอู้แม่เจ้างั้นก็ใช่ไหมมันคือเควสนี้ถูกไหมผมถูกเนาะใช่ถูกโอ้ยไปสักไกลเลยอ่ะไปก็ไป
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Hufflepuff. I can't imagine receiving a howler.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Sure.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them, and I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
เตรียมตัวแพ้ได้เลย
I'm getting the hang of this. Brilliant. พาไปวงหนึ่งเฮ้ยขึ้น
พาไป2แล้ว3แล้วเมื่อกี้รวมกันเป็น3แล้ววิวโคตรสวยปึ้งปึ้งปึ้งปึ้ง
Brilliant.
วู้เร็วแล้วคุมยากมากเลย
Now that's more like it. I'd say that was acceptable.
มุด
Made it.
ฮู้อยากบินได้พาไป3 วงไม่งั้นหมานี้ได้มากกว่านี้อีกนี่โถ
Did anyone else see that?
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out
Wing,
about
wing.
it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of my own house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready,
แน่
if
น
you
อ
can
น
handle it.
แน่นอนอยู่แล้ว
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
My sister had.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon.
ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you again, truly.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter.
เหมือนเมามากกว่า
Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
เร็วจังเลย
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk.
Okay.
Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
ตัวเมื่อกี้ครับ
Yes, terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as
โดนชมเขิน
hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct?
Yep.
You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora.
มาแล้ว
What about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I
Why
said
did
drop it like
I?
me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it.
กว่าจะได้
Everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
คาถาโอเคเวฟในที่สุด Essential ก็ใช่แล้วไหนอโรอัมโฮราของผมอะอ๋ออย่างนี้เลยเหรอ โอเค สะดวกจังเลย
Alohomora.
ทำไงนี้ไม่ใช่แฮะโห ผมเป็นคนเดียวหรือเปล่าที่งงมันทำยังไงนี้อย่างเงี้ยเหรองงแท้งงนิดนึง
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle.
Revelio.
โอเคเพียบเลยมาลองกันอีกรอบดีกว่านะมา
Hello, Amora.
ผมขอลองอีกรอบหน่อยงงโอ้โหนี่ว่าอะไรเก็ตละก็คือให้ขยับไปเรื่อยๆจนกว่ามันจะหมุนโอเคอุ้ยตกใจกันไหม
Rather poorly, I'd say.
ตกใจหมด
Revelio.
เข้าไปแล้ว
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
Afraid of Goblin Rebellion. My Martin has the Hector's classes. I don't think that's Goblins alone, troll. How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. 50 health points.
ชิปแล้วชิปแล้วเย็บชิปโอเคหูกันอยู่ไหนอุ้ยเยอะ
Send them my way, though. Well, suppose I should begin my rounds now.
ทำไมมันไม่ไปไหนได้อย่างใจทันทีวะไอ้คาถาเนี่ย
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff.
Revelio.
This year, anyway.
I'm part of the Hufflepuff.
What was what? I heard something. I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules. It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
Revelio.
มีแต่ของน่าเก็บแต่เราเก็บไม่ได้
Back in.
ไม่เห็นด้วย
I suppose you should.
ไปกันนะ มันให้ไปไหนปะอ๋อโอเคทางลงอยู่นี่ขอโทษครับ
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue pass.
โอ้โหตรงนี้เลย
Revelio.
ไปทางโน้น
Revelio.
แม่งตาบอดวะ โอ้
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all
งั้น
this.
ก็สอนมาเพิ่มซา
Of
นะลุง
course, I first suspected
เขา
Peeves.
หนวกหู
He drove the previous
ผีจะนอน
caretaker
ไม่ใช่
Rancorous
รูปภาพ
Cub
จะ
to
น
an
อน
early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined with your help to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance.
สอนเลเวลใหม่
Now,
มา
remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alahamora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
โอเค
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can...
Revelio.
ไม่ได้เจอแมวตั้งนาน โอ้โห เล่นซะหน่อย อ้าว อันสุดท้าย
Brilliant.
อันสุดท้ายแล้วครับ เดี๋ยวเรามาดูกันดีกว่าว่าข้างใน
Revelio.
กล่องบ้านจะเป็นอะไรเนาะ จะเปิดแล้วนะฮึบ
Another house token for the house chest.
ปึ๊บปึ๊บยาวครับยาวยาวใส่ไปปึ๊บปึ๊บอันสุดท้ายปึ๊บ
Here we go. The last house token. Time to see what's inside.
จงเปิดเซซามิจงเปิดโกม่า ปึ๊บได้อะไรนี้
Well, look at that.
ชุด
Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
นี่นะครับชุดที่เราได้มาจากเควสกุญแจ16 ดอกทั่วปราสาทมันก็สวยดีนะ เดี๋ยวผมใส่ที่ไว้พาร์ทนี้แล้วกันไว้พาร์ทหน้าดีกว่าเดี๋ยวผมเอาไว้ใส่พาร์ทหน้าเนาะเล่นทั้งพาร์ทเลยแต่อันนี้เป็นอย่างนี้ไปก่อน
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
แน่นอน
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
มาสักไกลเลย
So intimidating.
ดีนะไม่ระเบิดใส่หน้า
How are your assignments coming along?
ดีครับ
Revelio.
ตรงหน้าฉันเลยโอ้โห
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do.
มา
Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
มันคือคาถาอะไรนี้
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice.
Depulso.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
มันคือคาถาอะไรกระเด็นเหรอ ใช่ทำให้กระเด็น
Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
ก็ใช้ได้แหละ ใช้ได้อยู่แล้วชิวอาจารย์ครับ
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
อาจารย์กระเทียม
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
เอาไว้ทำอะไรนี้
Wonderfully done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo.
Look at that.
อ๋อ
You're a natural.
คาถาตีลังกานี่เองนะฮะนี่
Now, where was I? Oh,
Please could you remind me the purpose of my tasks, Professor?
Of course, dear. Professor Weasley has kindly asked that I give you some tasks to ensure that your learning continues to flourish outside of the classroom. Once you've completed them all, be sure to return to me, and I'll know that you're ready to learn Flipendo.
ก็เสร็จแล้วไงครับ
Flipendo.
ทีนี้เราไปเรียนสิ่งที่เราอยากเรียนกันมานานดีกว่าครับ
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken
นกโดโด
lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald.
น้อง
Just
น่า
keep an
รั
eye out for
ก
his tongue.
ทั้งคู่เลย ทั้งน้องทั้งสัตว์น่ารั
You
กหมด
can
เลย
use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
อย่างนี้เหรอปึ๊บปึ๊บ
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
อย่างนี้เหรอปึ๊บปึ๊บน่ารัก
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
น่าจะเหมือนขนมปังนะ
That's good
ดูจากรูปร่าง
He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work,
น่ารั
everyone.
ก
Now,
น่ารัก
let's
จังเลย
make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
แมวเหรอ
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
อย่าทำน้อง
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
เตะ
That's
ตูด
really not funny.
เตะตูดให้แม่งซะเลยนี่
Let's go.
เหมือนแมวเลยเนาะน่ารักอ้วนกลม
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
ปึ๊บขัดโอ้
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
น่ารัก
As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end.
อ้าว
Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student?
สวัสดีครับ
Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
ครับ
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful.
น่ารั
I
ก
believe I'm really
น้อง
going
น่า
to
รัก
enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes,
ได้ค
Professor.
รับ
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
ครับ
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
ยังไงก็ฮับพับเหมือนกัน
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
ก็อย่างที่บอกยังไงก็ฮับพับเหมือนกัน
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Yep.
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there.
สวย
It's just ahead.
บรรยากาศดีน่าออกมาเดินเล่น
Stand back.
วีดวิดฮิปโปเกรฟตัวเบลเริ่มเลยน้อง
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
ต้องก้มแวบแวบก้มอีกเย้สุดยอด
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I'd come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
ขนมปังไหมนี่ขนมปังก้อนเฮ้ยตกใจนึกว่าจะโดนตืบบ๊ายบาย
So, what did you think of Highwing?
น้องน่ารัก
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
หรือจริงๆเราควรเตือนน้องวะ
The better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
แน่นอนครับไปได้เพื่อนเพิ่มอีกหนึ่งแล้ว เป็นชั้นเรียนที่ขึ้นลงลำบากมากเรียนทำนายไม่ใช่นี่หว่านี่ปอกเด้งหรือจะเป็นดูเอลนั่นนี้ยิ้มแย่เลยยิ้มแย่ดูออกกันไหมเอ่ย
What do we have here? I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
เปลี่ยนเวลาได้ไหม
Mine now, demiguise.
And then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
อาจารย์ครับ
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow
เป็นแม่เนตตี้ปะเนี่ย
Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things.
สาธุครับ
Channel your magic towards your targets.
ปึ๊บอะไรอะนิ้วจิ้มเหรอ
You have it. Now, why This is the new spell on the training dummy.
อย่างแรงเฮ้ยชอบอันนี้ชอบโอ้ยอย่างนี้คอมโบมันเลยอะ
Have you finished your assignments?
เรียบร้อย
I
ค
finished
รั
the
บ
tasks, Professor.
Well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Well, I don't know about meticulous, but I did as I was asked.
I'd advised doing more than the bare minimum if you want to hone your skills as quickly as possible. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
เดี๋ยวนะลายนี่มันคุ้นๆนะ
Harry Potter.
Very good.
โอ้สีแดงด้วย
Encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
นี่มันใช่เลย นี่แหละที่ผมต้องการกระดอกกุญแจซะเลย ห้องอาจารย์ก็ห้องอาจารย์เถอะเถอะดอกเล่นซะเลย อาจารย์ก็นั่งอยู่ตรงนั้น ใช่เลย
Earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
นี่แหละครับที่ผมต้องการเลย ก็ก่อนที่จะไปรับเควสถัดไปนะครับ อันนี้จะเป็นเควสหลักแล้ว ก็พาร์ทนี้ขอจบไปเท่านี้ก่อนนะครับ แล้วพบกันใหม่พาร์ทหน้านะครับกับ Hogwarts Legacy และน้องเดเร็กนะครับสำหรับพาร์ทนี้ขอบคุณนะครับ